And welcome back, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us. I think it's fixed. I think we're good. As long as everybody can hear me, that's what's important. So yeah. Let's play a game. Good. So last time on Neon Souls, your crew, we don't have a name for. I realize that every time we get to this point.
We don't have a name.
You
What the
don't
hell are
have
we
a
doing
name.
with our lives? We don't
I
have a
know.
name for our group.
You don't.
It's this Impulse's thing, branding.
Well, that's
We're,
today's.
oh,
We're so mysterious that we're beyond that.
That's
we need to work on this. We're gonna work on
that's-
this in game. Anyway, continue.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's today's session. We'll figure
Blew my
that
mind.
out. You were ambushed by Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse, and you were given a. Essentially, you were threatened, given an ultimatum. They wanted some information on who had stolen the. Hold on, to do that. Who had stolen the skins from their train shipment, which you had definitely done. However, denied any involvement in. We're able to do a little bit of sweet talking. Talk Mickey Mouse down and de-escalate the situation. Told them that catechism was involved, or implied catechism was involved, and they left you. So you didn't have to fight Mickey Mouse, but came very close. And you headed back to work. You were given a job, or Renata, a friend of Choke and now Impulse, gave a bit of contact, put you in contact with their employer, Ares Aegis, and told you that there would be give you a delivery job, essentially. You were to pick up a package from the lunar tarmac in the North Ward Arcology and deliver it to a helicarrier that would be departing the South Ward. You had this conversation and got this job from some mysterious voice in the computer and through some encrypted channels. And headed out to it. Not a lot of legwork for this one. You got some gear, loaded up, Choke on her motorcycle, the rest of you in the Tortuga, Klaxon's vehicle, departed to the Arcology in the early morning, arriving there around 8 o'clock to make your pickup, who, predictably, as a few of you had figured out beforehand, the cargo was a person by the name of Brandy, who was transporting some classified weapons plans in their neural interface. You loaded her up in the Tortuga and peeled out of the tarmac, making your run to the drop-off point. As you were en route, however, you were attacked by a few motorcycled soldiers, as well as another vehicle that rerouted you from your destination and ambushed you along the way. You were able to fight them off using your Choke's skills, as well as Klaxon's driving skills and artillery. However, due to the heat that you were under, you were forced to split up. Choke being in her motorcycle, maintaining the streets, the rest of you in the Tortuga, taking to the air and trying to avoid this ambush. And I think last we left off, that's about where you're at. An Impulse in the car talking with Brandy, who seemed relatively nonplussed by the situation, trying to convince her, and successfully doing so, to essentially work with you, sort of
Join
fight
the
the
movement.
power. join the movement.
Join the movement.
The unnamed movement
Yes.
at this point. And yeah, so that's where we are gonna pick up. Klaxon, Impulse, and Clarity in the Tortuga. You guys have lifted off to the air and are joining the streams of sort of aerial transport and hover vehicles streaming through the city and trying to make it to your destination that way. Is there anything you're doing?
I forgot that when I successfully advocate for my vision, which I did with her earlier, I get to do something called 1 million points of light, which is I get to ask her a personal question, and she has to answer me.
Okay.
I'm going to ask her what she most desires. I feel like fucking Lucifer right now, but that is literally one of the questions. What is it you desire?
This episode not sponsored by the new season of Lucifer on Netflix.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're working on it.
We can hope.
Tom Ellis, call me.
Please.
Call all of us.
Call all of us. Okay. What does she most desire? Tell me okay, I guess how do you frame this question for me, like how Impulse is asking it?
Really, like, what does she really want here? Like, she seems to have this cush job. I'm sorry, my falsies are making my eyes water. Don't mind me. What does she really want out of the situation? Like, she seems to have this cush job, but, like, is this what she wants to do forever? Like, what does she really want?
Okay. Yeah. So you've sort of kind of touched a nerve with her, or at least gotten to a point where she's kind of like the walls would come down a bit, and she kind of sits across as the Tortuga is kind of rattling around you as you're now in the air, and Klaxon is...
We're gonna die. Tell me what you really want.
Klaxon is now guiding you very speedily into the flow of traffic. She looks across at you and kind of thinks for a moment. She says, I don't know, I mean, I kind of just did this because I wanted the money, and I mean the money's been like really good. Like, I mean,
I can imagine. But that is the money the end goal? Like, you have all the money. Like, this is the last score. What do you want?
Well, that's kind of like, I mean, if I'm gonna be real with you.
Of course. I mean, of course. I mean, that's
kind of the issue, is that this probably won't be the last one, and like they're just gonna keep making me do this until I either get like blown up in a job like this, or somebody else starts using me. So
you want out. You want out of the game.
I mean, kinda. Like, I've made enough at this point. It'd kind of be nice to just, like, I don't know.
Disappear?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. As far as, like, what I would do, I'm not sure. Like, I thought about being a dog walker, but, like, the tentacles and stuff kind of freak me out. So
yeah,
I'm
the
not
little
really...
ones with the dorsal fins. No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I kind of always wanted to live like on the coast and like take up surfing, and that would be nice. Get out of the city.
Absolutely.
I mean, the moon is great, but I don't really want to be up there anymore. It kind of gets like old after a while.
Totally. Just white rock, just all the time.
Exactly.
Well,
So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at.
I feel like we could really help with this.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Do you know how many times we've, like, disappeared and started over? Ugh, seriously.
And, like, you weren't, like, hunted down by, like, the corporations and, like, killed,
Not if you do it
so.
right. No. You might not be the you that you're thinking of right now, but you'll still be you. Just not having to deal with all their bullshit all the time. What do you think, Brandy? I think we can make something happen. And then once you get out, you can figure out what you really want to do. You know, your passion project.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds nice. Yeah, I'd like that.
Wonderful. I think we can make that work. Let's finish this job and then we'll talk.
All right. So you guys are in the
This is all yelled over
Yeah.
explosions and, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like, it
I
seems
feel
very
like the
calm.
Tortuga is very good sound insulation, so you guys can have conversations while you guys are back there. Klaxon, you're up front, guiding the vehicle through traffic using your interface, kind of weaving in and out expertly. You hear the I think you do pick up because you're monitoring around you, I would assume, given everything you guys have dealt with at this point. Behind you, in the direction that you are coming from, you can see that helicopter, or that the vehicle that you had, or Choke had scared off with her missile launcher, kind of circling through the city streets, and guiding in behind you. It doesn't seem to be pursuing you right now. However, you do see a small detachment of vehicles guiding up from around the point that you guys had been ambushed, kind of taking to the air. And actually, as they begin to approach, you see a collection of small drones kind of weaving their way through traffic, scanning vehicles as they pass, and you're ahead of them right now, but you're not sure how long that'll be for. What do you do?
Hey, Choke, are you clear?
Am I? I'm still on the ground.
Exactly. As you skid around a corner, you see the flashing of headlights as peeling around a second side street. You see two black sedans, essentially, or the future sedans, come kind of screeching around the corner and fishtailing towards you.
And I will answer, nope. Give me a bite. 60 seconds, 2 minutes tops.
But you got yourself, because we've got issues, and I think I'm gonna go quiet.
Yeah, you lose them. I'll deal with this.
Cool.
Choke,
Yes.
don't die. Okay?
Thank you. I'm so glad you care.
Anytime.
I'm good. Very loud engine sounds.
Yeah. Klaxon thinks like, oh, you never tell anyone that on an op, but he doesn't say anything. He just pulls Spider-Bot out and slams it to the roof, like it folds its legs out and clicks in, and then you see it like from camera angle, we can't see it, but we can tell it whack, whack, starts jamming, so that if they try to scan us, they'll get garbled nothing. So.
Yeah, because that's a attack on your on Spider-Bot,
Yep.
like a jamming.
Jamming.
Okay. Perfect. I don't think there's a rule for that. I think that's going to be interfering with their tech. So I think as long as you have that up, yes, you are cut off. That's the trade-off here. You're cut off from choke.
Yep.
You know where the rendezvous point is, but the drones come past you, and you see it kind of like it does a sweep, and then just like keeps going. It doesn't seem to pay. You're just actually, I actually don't even think it does a sweep. I don't even think it registers you on the radar. Like you're not even a vehicle on the road. You're just a gap in the air. It probably like bumps up against the car and just like keeps going. It doesn't even like register. Stupid robot. All right. So yeah, you're now cruising safely through the air with Choke dealing with most of the heat below. Choke, vehicles coming up behind you. What do you do?
I want to take him out, but I'm kind of in the middle of the street. So I'm gonna actively make a lot of noise and try to get them to chase me, like purposefully away from the workshop. Try to get out to like where we're not in the middle of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll blow them up.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'll do this first.
And now I want to assume because you guys have a shorter time window. I assume that you guys are heading straight to the drop-off point for the package. Okay. All right. So
just gonna try to actively drive away from the two most important places in the city right now, and it's where we live and where they're going.
Okay. Yeah. The vehicles come pressing up on you. Go ahead and roll to act under pressure as you are trying to. Oh, actually, be act under pressure, or would it be? No, there's not a good roll for this. Yeah, let's do act under pressure.
That's a 13.
Damn. Okay. You do it. No problem. Yeah, you begin weaving in and out from in and out of traffic, cutting corners through intersections. These cars are trying. They're keeping up with you only in so much as you are letting them at this point, trying to bait them away from the rendezvous point. Your friends are heading north. You are, or no, they're heading south. You begin to head west, leading them towards the bay and away from any major hotspots for you. You reach a place in the city. I mean, it's still populated. Like, there's still people around and stuff, but you feel like you have led them far enough away at this point from your team. The vehicles come bearing up behind you. You see one of the vehicles, a armored individual, or comes kind of like leans out the side of the car and begins to level a pistol in your direction to take shots. What do you do?
I'm going to speed up, and then as I start shooting, just like take a hard left and try to get out of the way.
Okay. Are you attacking them in return, or?
So I want to take a really hard turn and kind of drift out, and as they go past me, fire upon them.
Okay. So let's go ahead and roll to mix it up.
Seven.
7. Okay, you stumble.
Yikes.
Or no, that's the wrong one. Okay, you have to choose 2.
Yeah.
You don't have an ally nearby, so you can't really choose the third one.
Nope. I will
otherwise,
take...
it's a very stray shot.
Scooter just happens to be making a delivery in the area.
Yeah.
No, I would never do that to Scooter. He's literally the best of us when Clarity's not here. I will take harm. Where are we at on the
You guys have one
action
tick on
clock?
the action clock.
I will. Boy, I really don't. I've already busted my arm. I don't want to bust my bike too. I will make too much noise. Me specifically, because I'm by myself.
Okay, so that's gonna advance the action clock by 1. And all right. So what? How much harm do you do?
Oh boy, where's the thing on the bike? I'm not using the missile launcher in the middle of a city. Machine gun, 3.
Okay. 3 harm. So I think this is what happens. What you're using a machine gun? You said.
Yeah, so the other gun that's mounted on the bike is a machine gun.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of go spinning. I'm imagining the was it the Dark Knight when the motorcycle and kind of
Yes,
skid to the
yes.
side, the wheels like
It's exactly like that.
kind of move, like turn to the side as you make this impossible turn here, kind of rolling, and then the autocannons in the front of the bike begin to fire as you then begin to drive straight towards the car. One of the cars peels off, but you manage to hit the other one kind of dead center, hitting the engine block and the front tire, and the entire vehicle kind of careens, hits the curb, and then begins to flip end over end towards you, and you skid to the side, pulling past them, and then skidding around for the other car, which you can see is turning towards you in this kind of impromptu joust that you're doing with them. However, the vehicle that comes crashing past you, one of the guy that was leaning out the side does take a few shots at you as you are driving past. You feel them hitting you. That's 3 harm.
Okay. I have 2 armor.
Okay, so you take 1, carries through.
Guess what else I take?
Experience.
Experience. Hell yes.
However, that soldier is thrown from the side of the car and crashes to a heap on the ground. You see him stir for a moment, then kind of collapse unconscious onto the ground next to you, and you see the armor he's wearing, the armored vest on the back has a logo on it. The Ares Aegis logo. The other car comes peeling around and begins to drive, begin to drive at you as another soldier kind of leans out of that to take shots at you.
Okay, I'm going to try. Well, now I have to kill all of them, huh? I'm gonna try to sort of meet them halfway and drive sort of head on and cut so I'm right by the car and just like fire into the car.
Okay. All right, let's mix it up again.
And as I do that, over the comms I go, yeah, we've got a bit of a problem.
They don't get that.
No,
you
they
just
don't.
Get static back.
I say it anyway.
Yeah. And I think Choke at that point realizes that she's cut off from her team.
Oh, they weren't kidding. Oh, man, that's a 9.
Okay, that's another mixed. Same things, or...
Don't really want to do the clock again.
It's up to you.
I just only have so many things of value.
Mm-hmm.
I need all of them. I'll take harm.
Okay.
Can I take harm twice?
No.
No?
No.
No?
Can one of the guns break?
Yeah, I guess something of value breaks, I guess.
Okay. I'll choose what breaks then.
I have lots of things.
It's
on
another
me.
3 harm, so you'll take 1.
One more,
Gets
okay.
through.
Can it be like my ankle? Is that
Here's the thing.
break my ankle?
I have to break something that is valuable to you in
My
this
ankle's
moment.
incredibly valuable to me.
It is. But I think what's most valuable to you right now is your bike and being able to get
Just
there.
seems a little harsh.
I mean, you have other options. You're in a city full of cars.
Yep. Okay.
So I think what happens is
I really don't want to advance that clock anymore.
Because I think it's going to be interesting to see how Choke deals with the bike being out of commission. The other soldier leaning out of the car fires at you as you're driving straight towards them. You fire a couple shots through the window, hitting the driver, who goes limp at the wheel, and the car goes crashing into a building. Kind of through the glass of one of these like retail stores that's closed, and goes like crashing through the back wall. You're just seeing like tech and clothing kind of like all like strewn about. But however, as he fires at you, hitting Choke again, you suddenly almost lose control of your bike as he hits the back wheel of your car, of your bike, and your motorcycle is disabled. I think you go skidding across the ground, kind of wiping out. It's probably a little bit of the harm you take.
Road rash.
Yeah. Using your metal arm to kind of right yourself.
It's already busted. Fuck. Okay. Both of the cars are Dunsky.
Yes, they're both done.
Okay, I'm gonna get probably just try to pick the bike up and just lean it against a wall, so it's not just out in the road. And then that guy that was laying in the road, I'm gonna go to him, and I'm gonna go to the other cars and anybody I can find. I'm putting bullets in them.
Okay, yeah. Quick shot to the back of the head, the guy in the road.
Yep, they're done.
And then the other occupants of the vehicles, as they're recovering, just a couple of quick shots. Could you see Choke just stone faced? 1 bullet for each of them. Holsters your pistol. Look around.
Oh no, they get 2.
Oh, sorry.
Double tap. You gotta be sure.
She's a fucking professional.
All right.
They pay me for one thing, and it's to make sure people stay dead.
And they're all dead. This is a badass moment.
God damn it, Choke. Why are you so cool?
One thing.
So, Choke, you are now stranded and unable to contact your team. But you have a piece of information which may be important for them. What do you do?
We're still like, I'm not like totally out of the city. We're still like in sort of a
No, you're still
populated
in San Angeles.
area.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna find a truck with a bed big enough to put my bike in.
Okay.
There's some jackass around here driving like an F-250, right?
Thinking about trucks and San
Well, if we're near
Angeles.
the bay, there's got to be like warehouses and stuff, right? There's got to be trucks.
Yeah, there's probably some trucks over there. Okay. Yeah, why does it always end up with you guys stealing a new vehicle? Why do I always put you guys in situations where you're going to end up with another car?
We're just gonna have like 8 cars side by side at our property in a little bit. Like, okay, we'll all just take a car. Just
You
all
said
of us take
figure
an
it out.
individual car.
I keep dodging the there's a thing where as a driver you can get 3 new vehicles and you build them like I did the Tortuga. Yeah, and I keep dodging it.
Just modify the ones we have now.
Yep.
Listen, you said figure it out. I'm figuring it out.
Yeah,
I can't run there. I don't have cyber legs. I have a cyber arm.
Roll to assess.
Am I any good at that? Oh, Jesus. All these ones. 7. Wait, I might have something for this. Nope, that is something else.
Okay. So you get one hold. I assume you're going to use that hold to ask. Let's see. We'll just say you're using that hold to look for to try to
Yeah,
locate
I
a
was gonna
vehicle
say
that'll
like
work
how
for you.
is this vulnerable to me, like to find a car that I could easily take.
I think the best thing you get right now is as you're seeing there, as you have taken your shot, you're jogging towards the bay. Like running as fast as you can in the direction where you're looking for a vehicle to use. You see pulling out from one of the warehouses across the road. Essentially like it like the Tortuga, around that size of vehicle is like some sort of like industrial like ground air transport like hover truck, not as like armored and not as outfitted as the Tortuga though, pulling out, the driver kind of looking as they're beginning to engage some of the thrusters on the truck. What do you do?
I'm still next to one of the guys I shot.
You've
take off my
you've gone
jacket.
down-
I've
you've gone
already gone down
a
the
little
road.
bit. But
Damn
you
it.
can have retroactively done something if you
I want to take his jacket.
one of the Ares Aegis jackets.
Yeah, and I want to throw off my jacket real quick, toss it on the bike, and put on his jacket,
Okay.
and then run up to that car and tell that guy I need to
Commandeer his vehicle.
commandeer his vehicle.
Okay, what do you say?
I run up and I knock on the window.
Okay.
And I've still got my helmet on. I look super cool right now.
You look so fucking scary. It's awesome.
He lowers it and he sees the gun in your hand and says, "Whoa! I don't need any trouble."
I need your car. Ares Aegis business.
I've got a delivery I need to make. I can't
No,
just
question.
give you the truck. Go ahead and roll a play hardball.
Oh man. Fuck me, come
You're
on.
rolling just
garbage.
just
7.
right at the edge of. No,
7.
you're rolling at the most interesting place though, which is all
Oh,
the
it's
mixed
so
successes.
stressful.
Okay.
Where's
I get
play
to choose
hardball?
one. They
I
tend to remove
never
those.
do this because Impulse always talks.
Yeah, so play hardball when you
Ugh.
get in someone's face
I don't
threatening
like it.
violence and you intend to carry through, roll edge. That's why I was interpreting the situation, is that you're...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna shoot him.
Were you not?
You would have shot him.
Because we'll reinterpret that
Well,
as
I'll
fast
say-
talk if you're...
I probably would have shot him.
Okay.
Non-lethally. I probably... No, that's just me. Choke would have shot him.
Yeah.
I just would have shot him a little bit.
A little bit.
So for NPCs, I get to choose one. Either they attempt to remove you as a threat, but not before suffering the established consequences. So basically you
Just
hurt
getting
them.
shot.
They do it, but they want paid back, and I add them as a threat. They do it, but tell someone important about it. Advance the appropriate mission clock. So I'm gonna say
I'm gonna be in trouble after this.
he gives you the car. He gets out of the truck. Kind of keeping his hands where you can see them, trying to stay as calm as possible. And he says, "All right. I don't want any trouble." He kind of takes a step back. He says, "Just take it."
If I can bring it back in one piece, I will. Get in the car.
Right.
Making sure he sees the logo on the back of my jacket.
He does, and as you go driving off to pick up your bike, he turns and begins running back towards the warehouse to tell his manager. Okay.
Okay, Karen.
Well, he just had his truck
Take
stolen.
One little truck from you. I'm just joking.
How dare he tell someone?
Can I do one more thing?
Okay.
So as hopefully not to encounter any more trouble on the road. I would like to spend one of my hold to appear in a scene where I am needed.
Okay. A scene where you're needed. All right.
With a very important piece of information.
You do. You
for
spend
my
that
colleagues.
Yeah. So I think here's what happens so we can bring this all back together. Choke tosses the motorcycle in the back of the truck. And I'm trying to think what he was transporting. What's already back there that you see.
Fresh fish.
Yep. It's coolers full of fish.
I think Joe just gets in the car and smells the fish and is like, "You have got to be fucking kidding me. I am so tired of seafood."
But yeah, you leave a couple of crates on the ground and go driving off in your truck.
And I make it in time because I'm needed.
Klaxon and Impulse. You are approaching the southward arcology where you're supposed to make your drop off. You've had this long conversation in the back with Brandy, Impulse, kind of getting on the same page.
Getting more out of her, like about the actual job. I think I have at least one more hold for her.
Okay.
Because I got 3, and I think I used 2. Let me double check. Because I asked her to... What was it? I asked her to give me something that I wanted. And I asked her to fight to protect me or my cause. So, I'm going to ask her to disobey an order given by someone of authority. So I want all the lowdown. Everything. The whole thing, the whole deal. Who she's working for, all this stuff. She showed me her little doodad of the fully synthetic super warrior thing that she's got in her brain.
Yeah, she would tell you she doesn't have access to all of it. Like she can't like it's encrypted. Her neural interface has the encrypted tag, or the storage that she has the encrypted tag, and she does not have the ability to de-encrypt it. She only gets like some superficial details needed for like identifying the documents. But I mean, she tells you everything that she knows. You know, she does transport. I mean, a lot of it we've done already, which she does transport between one of the lunar satellites or the stations to San Angeles and some other cities, and she does a lot of the data transfer using this storage that Ares Aegis gave her.
And she's not gonna tell anyone that we had this conversation.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah. Well, I will say that given the situation, we'll kind of consider this as a proactive defy an order. So if something happens in a little bit, she might be more inclined to do what you say over what one of her superiors might say.
Cool.
But Klaxon, as you are guiding the Tortuga in, jamming still activated, you come descending down towards this where are they? Yeah, I'd say it's another like warehouse grouping in the arcology. There's actually I think it's like a sub structure that you come driving down into below ground level, and come descending down into it, and there are these subterranean warehouses down here where they do a lot of storage, and there's kind of some trucks coming in and out. However, the one that you've been given as your relay point is kind of towards the back, and the further you get into this complex, the more desolate it gets abandoned. It is. And you're driving back, and you can see up ahead a few like armored vehicles parked there to make the drop off, and a couple of the soldiers come walking up with their weapons strapped to them, but not currently wearing them. As you
Helmets
back
keep
on.
your helmets on.
As we come kind of swerving in and to the drop, I'll tap Spider-Bot and grab him and put him in my pocket. Like, okay, buddy, good job, kind of thing. And then I'll switch from Spider-Bot to Rosie on sentry duty in the R2 position in the back. So now I've got, instead of having been jamming, using him to jam and driving, now I'm sentry duty with Rosie. She's covering us whilst I'm driving.
Okay.
Just in case this turns stupid or ugly.
Now, was Rosie damaged during the last session? I feel like we had...
No, Rosie damaged the Tortuga, but the Tortuga has the rugged tag.
That's right.
So,
That's
yeah. Right. And me.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah, now I'm remembering. Okay. Yeah.
Everyone but Rosie got shot last time.
Basically, yes.
So you bring the vehicle in, the Tortuga in, kind of coming to a slow stop as you get prepared for the drop off, and the soldiers approach, one of them taking point, not wearing a mask or anything, it just kind of like generic army guy number 3,
Soldier guy,
kind
Soldier
of
B.
Soldier B,
Mr. Call of Duty.
Shaved head, a little bit of a tattoo peeking up from under his collar, wearing the black tack vest and all that, and he comes walking up to your window, Klaxon.
Klaxon turns, scintillating skull in the black helmet, and he kind of gives him the sup.
You here for the drop off?
Yep.
You have the cargo?
Do you have the code to accept the cargo? I would assume we had some kind of...
Yeah, I guess they probably would have given you something. Yeah. You would have received from the encrypted transmission. I don't think it's a verbal code. I think it's like a digital one. He sends a transmission that clears the you see him like mess on a data pad, sends the transmission that you have been waiting to receive, giving the all clear.
All right, and then the hatch lights go green in the Tortuga, and I'm like, comms back. This is it. We're clear. Opening the back door. And so then the back hatch is coming down.
Okay. Back hatch begins to open. Impulse, you have your helmet back on. And one of the other soldiers comes around the back, looks in and sees Brandy in there, gives a nod, and then looks back to the other soldier and gives them a nod as well. And the soldier goes, "All right," and he pulls a gun and aims it at Klaxon's head. As this is happening, there's a roar of an engine coming from down the down the ramp from where you just came from, and Choke, you are roaring in with this truck, and you see the scene in front of you just as this soldier is drawing the gun and leveling it at the driver's side of the Tortuga. Everyone can react here. However, Choke, you are in the scene just as they need you.
Did Brandy leave the vehicle yet?
Brandy has not. She was just about to get up.
I'm gonna grab her and like throw her to the floor.
Okay. All right. So you dive on top of Brandy in the back of the Tortuga as the soldier on the back is also drawing their weapon. Okay. Choke, what are you doing?
Cool, I'm in a big truck. I'm gonna gun it and run him over.
You run him over. Okay.
This one doesn't have guns. It's got very big tires.
It does. That works. Let's go into let's go roll to mix it up again.
Okay. Please just be decent. Oh my god.
You are rolling so bad.
Yeah.
today.
Gorilla.
Say it every time I roll it.
Gorilla.
Do I have
Real
something
dice.
for this?
Grab real dice.
Do I have something for this? Do I have something for this? No. I do not.
Okay.
Cannot be helped.
This goes bad. How does this go bad? Okay, here's what
I'm
I think
gonna get
happens. I think, yeah, things are about to shift here. You come roaring forward in this truck, and I do think it does have one positive purpose, is that the gun that's trained on Klaxon, before he fires a shot, he wheels around and aims it towards your truck as you are approaching. So it does have that positive effect. However, he fires a shot which hits one of the big wheels on the front of the truck. And he goes diving out of the way as your truck then goes slamming into the side of the Tortuga, causing the Tortuga to roll on its side, kind of getting like slammed up against the side of this wall here, and the truck that you're in also kind of crashes to the side as both of them goes kind of skidding around on each other. Impulse, you and Brandy in the back are kind of thrown around. So what happens here, Choke, you're going to take some harm.
Sure.
And I think the people in the Tortuga are probably going to take a little bit of harm too. So
I accomplished what I set out to do, which was cause chaos.
you did. So Choke, I'm going to say you
Feel pretty
take...
good.
How much harm for a car crash?
I'm not wearing a seatbelt. There's no way.
No, and that's what I was thinking too.
Wear your
That's a-
seatbelt.
That was a very bad roll. You take
You
4
out there.
harm.
Is that minus armor? Is that ignore
Yeah,
armor?
you get to reduce from your armor.
Okay, so that's
So 2 carryover. As Choke is, I think, thrown through the windshield of the truck and goes like smacking into the pavement.
Can I ask a logistical question just in case
Yes.
I don't die here?
Yeah.
So my directive, the way it's worded is when you suffer 1 or more harm. So I get an XP for like every instance of like I suffered some
yeah.
harm, so I get 1, not like 1 for each harm, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's how I was doing
Yeah.
it. I just want to make sure.
So you get another XP.
So like 1 for each. Okay.
Mhm. Those of you in the Tortuga, I'm gonna say take. I'm just gonna say 1 harm for everyone in there, because the
Since I
Tortuga-
shielded Brandy, I don't know if she's wearing any armor. Since I shielded her, can I
She's
take her
not.
harm?
Okay, yeah, I'll say you take 2. Impulse. Klaxon, you're buckled up front, so because you're a professional driver, you avoid most of the damage. You take 1 harm. I think you have armor though, so you reduce it to 0. However, Klaxon, you're now like on your side as the Tortuga is on its side, buckled in. Impulse, you are thrown around back there, arms around Brandy. She avoids taking any harm. You take a little bit, I think, because you've got armor. Okay, so you take 1.
So I take 1, yeah.
All right, so as this crash concludes, Choke, you're laying on the ground between the 2 vehicles as they form this like L shape here. Klaxon, you are on your side, buckled in. You look up through the no, you'd be on your side this way. So yeah, you can like look up through the windshield, and you can see the forces of the like. I'd say there's probably about a dozen of these soldiers that are beginning to like scramble and take up some sort of defensive position. And Impulse, you and Brandy are now laying on the ground on what is now the side of the interior of the Tortuga. You're a little beaten up. Brandy looks okay. You can see out the back of the Tortuga a bit of the carnage, but you are currently safe and full cover from the soldiers out there. That one soldier that was at the back of the Tortuga, I think, is roadkill. Because no, Colin's fine. He rolled out of the way.
Damn
He's the one that caused this. Yeah, Colin Duty is fine. The other one, Mo Dern Warfare, got killed.
Mo D Warfare.
Mo D Warfare. Dern's a family name. It's
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
no relation to Laura,
All right. What do you do?
Can they hear me now?
Can we see her? So, like you said, we can see out the back. Can we
I'm almost
see
roadkill
Choke?
at this point.
Sure. Yeah. You see Choke lying on the ground there.
Okay, I'm just gonna yell into comms. Get the fuck in the Tortuga. Is she operational, Klax?
We're laying on our side. Do I have eyes on Choke? Can I see her?
Because you still have your
Visor.
sensor. Yeah, you still have your visor. So like that kicks back on, and you can get a full surroundings because you've got other like cameras, sensors, and stuff like that. Yeah,
okay.
You can see Choke, who has been thrown from the other truck, laying on the ground there.
All right, but is she moving?
I didn't have you. I need you to roll a harm
She's
move,
alive.
Choke. I need.
By she, I meant is the Tortuga operational? That's what I meant.
Okay.
I don't think she's not that mean. She wouldn't ask if Choke is operational. She would ask if she's okay.
This is not a thing Choke would be offended by at all.
Hey, Choke.
That's amazing.
Unfortunately, that's what Klaxon
I love it. No,
heard,
that was
you know?
awesome. Is she operational? I don't know. Is she alive?
Wait, I'm rolling harm?
I do need you to roll a harm move for this the
Okay.
car crash. Yeah, this is a big one.
So I'm gonna lower the harm suffered level of your armor. So I suffered 2, and I roll plus that.
Yes.
Oh, I just have a roll harm thing. Here we go. Say roll harm suffered 2. I get to subtract from this though. That's a 5, and I get to subtract my neat, so -2, so 3.
Okay, you're good.
Which is good for this one, right?
Yeah, you're very hurt, but you didn't lose anything. So you're.
I've lost enough today.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Choke is conscious.
She's just like yelling, get in the fucking truck, get in the fucking truck, get in the fucking truck, get up,
And I'm
get up.
gonna just. No, my bike. Fuck.
I will buy you a new bike.
No,
Get in the
that's not a
fucking
bike.
truck. Man, I haven't leveled up yet. I have like the pep talk. I'm literally gonna get the pep talk thing. But for right now, it's not mechanical. Just Choke. Look at me.
I do
I will
not do
buy
this
you.
thing.
I will buy you a new fucking bike.
Don't
It will
look
be
at her.
even better than this one. But you
If
need
you
to
don't
get
look in her
in
eyes,
the
she can't
tank.
convince
You
you.
need to get in the tank right now. We gotta go. I will get you a new bike. It will be better. It will have 4 guns. 4 fucking huge guns. 2 will shoot out the back.
Should I have Impulse roll to fast talk right now?
Yeah. You're gonna
Okay.
have to. There's no way.
Okay. Come on. Okay. That is an 8 plus 2. That is a 10.
Okay. So for PCs, you still get to choose. If you do what she's saying, you get to mark experience. If you don't, you have to act under pressure.
Man, I've been rolling like garbage.
I will buy you a new
All right.
bike. I will buy you a new bike. I've got Sea Monkey money, girl. I've got it. I will get you a new bike.
All right.
Got
I'll
that
meet her
sea
halfway.
monkey dough.
I've got that
Going
Sea
to-
Monkey toe. Sea
I'm
Monkey
going
cred.
to just roll over very quickly onto my stomach and just like vault up, like like volleyball flying leap, like vault up and start running towards the. Man, my jacket's in there too. No, I put my jacket back on. Just kidding. More concerned about the jacket. That's the case he's getting shot. I'm going to vault over and sort of dive into the side of the Tortuga, and as I do, I'm just gonna turn and just start like firing across the line of them.
And as that occurs, Klaxon, the small anti-personnel grenade launchers, click out and deploy, and I'm gonna fire a barrage of anti-personnel grenades amongst their vehicles over there for suppression more than damage. I don't really care about.
I am throwing Brandy into one of the seats and buckling her into like the 6-point harness.
Okay. So I think for Klaxons, I think that's going to be more of an act under pressure if you're doing it mostly as cover instead of like this is to give you the time you need to get the Tortuga back up, right?
Yep.
So I think that's an act under pressure roll. If it benefits you more, I'll let you do it with like. No, I can't think of something. Meat wouldn't make sense there. Yeah, act under pressure.
Yep.
Chat has redeemed me some first aid. Thank you, Welsh Troll.
Thank you, Welsh.
My hero and savior.
Good.
All right, and because this is a Tortuga thing, get to add a little bit. There it is. Woo! Thank you. Yeah, an 11.
11. Okay. Yeah, you do it, and then Choke. So I can narrate these both at the same time. Is yours? How much is Choke focusing on like dealing damage versus how much is just like trying to get to the car?
I think this is mostly just suppressing fire, just to give them time to sort of start getting away.
So I'll also have Choke roll to act under pressure.
Okay. Oh my god.
How? 5.
Do I shoot myself? Like what?
As funny as that would be.
Would it?
No. Here's what happens. Klaxon, you fire the grenades which go that you see them leaping out of the way as the crowds part, and then there's like a boosh boosh as two of these armored cars like thrown up into the air, like spinning end over end like a Michael Bay movie, and crashing to the ground. Most of the soldiers get out of the way. A couple of them are caught up in the explosion, not doing a significant amount of damage to their numbers. The others kind of rallying as the Tortuga, you kick the engines, and I think she flips back upright, kind of gaining your a little bit of altitude again. Choke from between the cars goes running forward. You pull out your gun, begin firing as you leap to the Tortuga, and as you do, a shot rings out as one of the snipers along the back lines levels a shot at Choke, which catches her in midair as she is thrown into the Tortuga. Choke, you take 5 harm. Does that bring you to full?
Midnight.
All right, I'm going to need you to roll for me as Klaxon hits the gas and goes careening out. I assume Klaxon, you're not you're just focused on getting out of there, evac, getting out right now.
Yeah, like Rosie, like auto cannoning, just giving us covering fire, and same. I'll fire like another barrage of the anti-personnel.
As this happens, Choke, I'm going to need you to roll to acquire agricultural property. Yep. So you are going to roll
farm.
meat.
Just making sure I don't have anything to add to this. I think it's just for harm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Don't fuck me. Come on. Eight.
8. So you survive at a
At a
cost.
cost.
You get to pick one. We will decide based on, you get to think about how you guys are going to, we're going to flavor this a little bit right now, and kind of deal with this a little bit more narratively as you guys figure out what you're going to do, because as you're driving, getting out, a few stray bullets hitting the back of the Tortuga as the gates close. Brandy strapped in as Impulse has done so. Impulse, you turn and you look and you see Choke lying on the ground, and she hasn't gotten up.
I will just grab my flechette gun out of my clutch. I will jump to the ground and I will just start shooting. I'm not even trying to hit anybody, but I'm just gonna fucking grab her and just drag her into the truck.
She's already in the truck. You're in the Tortuga right now.
Oh,
You're
okay.
safe.
I thought she was lying on the
No, no,
street.
no.
I was like, oh,
She
fuck.
is-
Okay.
She is lying on the ground in the Tortuga as Klaxon is driving you off, and the doors have closed, and you see that she hasn't gotten up,
Fuck.
and I think a pool of blood is now forming underneath her.
We have the new stuff in here, right?
You do have the new stuff for that, yeah.
Okay. She's gonna start playing with the new stuff.
Okay. So what this probably sounds like is it's going to be substandard treatment to keep her stabilized. Because the 3 you get to choose from is you either get to pick plus owned, which I would flavor that as you go to somebody to get Choke medical help. Savannah gets to pick here, whatever the end result ends up being.
Technically, I am a doctor, medic, everything. I took that.
Okay.
I took the fixer that is the doctor
Yeah.
move. So
Savannah,
And you're
either
just
gets to
driving
pick
one
here.
thing right now, right?
I
Do something else.
yeah.
Right?
Technically, me and Rosie are giving us covering fire to escape. But
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's deal with this first. So Savannah gets to pick one from the 3. Either she takes plus own, which means in order to stabilize her, you guys are gonna have to take her to someone that is going to own her at that point. Substandard treatment, which is -1 to a stat, and then or cyberware damage. Give one piece of cyberware a negative tag, which I think
My arm already has a negative tag.
Yeah,
Up
so
to
we
you.
give it another negative tag. So Savannah, you get to pick which one you want to do here.
Do I get to pick the stat?
Yeah.
I'll take -1 to a stat.
Okay.
I'm already owned and I don't want to fuck up my arm anymore.
Yeah.
I also think narratively that makes the least amount of sense.
What, the cyberware or the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We would make it work, whatever we wanted to, because I want to give the player the agency to pick. But
Can I take -1 to my edge?
sure. And that's -1 to your,
Or,
because I think the way you guys have the. No, this isn't like
or my
Dummy World.
mind.
Yeah. That's up to you. we're choking
Or your
shot.
style and you're super fucked up.
Don't-
I'm also gonna have you roll the harm move here in a moment too. But
Like not a cool scar, like a scary scar.
Can I take -1 to my mind and say the only reason she's not completely dead is because the helmet took part of the blow?
sure. Yeah. Can I get you to also roll the harm move for me?
Of course you can.
And I think the amount of damage that carried over is 3. So
I took
just roll plus
3,
3.
which is had left. So +3 -2. Just gonna click the button. Do math. So that will be 11, 10, 9.
9. Okay.
They subtract my meat. That's the one I roll really high on. So 9. So again, right on the razor's edge.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Lose track. Lose your footing. You lose grip of whatever you're holding. You lose track of someone or something you're attending to. Someone got the drop on you. Someone got the drop on you there.
Someone did.
I'll say there's nothing substantial because the only thing I do is take away one of your weapons, I think. But you've got so many spares at this point that wouldn't, like, narratively make any difference. I just wanted to see if you ended up getting one of those permanent effects.
Almost. Thanks.
So.
Hard move. Love you.
Okay.
You're my favorite move.
You guys. So, yeah, impulse focusing because Klaxon, you're focusing on driving. Impulse, you are forced to operate this the machinery back at you. You're able to get the helmet off of Choke. You can see it took most of the impact, but she does have essentially a bullet wound in her head. You're not sure how deep it went, but she's still breathing. And I say she's still conscious too, like her eyes are moving and stuff. She's out of it at this point. She's not speaking. You take the patch out of this emergency. I forgot what we called it.
EMT trauma kit or
EMT
something.
kit, and then there's like the
Yeah.
portable OR. I don't.
Yeah,
think
it's a portable OR is what's in the
Yeah.
Tortuga. I have
Which-
an EMT kit on my person.
Yeah. Klaxon, you walk her through it the best you can as you're driving and trying to avoid any, like, lose the people behind you. Using the portable OR kit, you're able to extract any shrapnel that is lodged inside of her, and seal the wound.
Scars are sexy. It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It's gonna look really great. I'll do it up as best I can. Okay.
Yeah, and you can decide, Savannah, if the scar is somewhere visible or if it's mostly, like, under her head, like if it's like on, like, her scalp or something, or if it's like someplace like really gruesome on her forehead.
Well, right now she's got like this undershave thing going
Yeah,
on.
her hair's very short anyway,
Yeah.
so it's probably gonna show.
Free haircut.
I'll say it's like right behind one of her ears. It's kind of like
Okay.
cut in across.
Yeah.
So it shows because her hair is so short.
Yeah. But we don't have to update
She's
the
covered
art,
in
so that's
scars.
good. So yeah. And I think you're driving for the better part of like an hour to try to get back, as you're taking a very like circuitous route, trying to navigate back to the warehouse or the workshop. Or where are you trying to go, Klaxon?
We'll take a again circuitous route. We're gonna take a couple of extra laps around the warehouse to make sure that who's ever after Brandy, we assume, isn't sitting at the warehouse waiting for us
Stop
to
by
come
Ricky's old
home.
place too. We'll just stop for
Yeah.
a second, like not move the car.
And you guys do have your secondary base. Too.
Yeah, we could go to the gas station.
Yeah, if you want to go to the gas station instead. It's a little more defensible.
Sure, we'll go to ground at the gas station.
Okay, you guys head to the gas station. But Choke, somewhere along the way, comes out of it and comes back to consciousness. Wonders of modern medicine.
Hey, you're okay. You're okay.
That can't be true.
Okay, you're really fucked up, but you're gonna be okay. You're not dead. That's the important thing, right?
Oh, plus, it's Ares Aegis, all of them,
What?
the ones that were following us.
I
It's
thought we
all
were
Ares
hired
Aegis.
by Ares Aegis. I don't... Did we just get fucked?
Well, I did.
Klax, let's get her inside.
Where's the girl?
And
She's here. She's fine.
when Impulse says, you know, did we just get fucked? And Choke is nonplussed. One of Chappie's arms rolls out, grabs its secret pistol, and starts to point it towards Brandy, like as she's saying that, like did the girl screw us, kind of thing. And then, you know, when it's like choke back in the thing. Chappie, just without anybody really ever seeing it, tucks the secret pistol back in and folds its arms back to the thing.
Brandy has looked like freaked out this entire time. By the way, as you were doing your medical procedures and stuff, she hasn't been much of a help, but she doesn't seem like she's in the headspace for it. And as you say that, pulling up at the gas station, she says, "No, I had nothing to do with this. I swear."
I believe you, love.
I have
So
no
do I.
idea what's going on. I promise you, I work. Aries A just hired me for this.
As Choke is trying to like pull herself up off the table, she's like, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't get shot in the head for nothing. Inside.
Klax will give you the shoulder, even though he really probably can't carry Choke. He's just gonna try.
She won't really lean on him. Just a little.
Yeah, world swimming a little bit, but yeah, you get her inside into the gas station lounge area.
The underground.
Brandy? Pretty sure you're burned?
I have no
What did you
idea
do?
why. I didn't do anything. I'm doing this job the same way I've done all my jobs.
What's different about this one? Because obviously something's different.
Did you tell anybody?
No.
Anybody what you do?
Wait, hold on. And then Klaxon like makes everybody step away from her, and he grab some medical bit or bob, and he'll look for a cortex bomb. you know what I mean?
100%
I was
fair.
about to suggest.
100% fair.
He's like suddenly got the helmet back on with the visor
Brandy,
down and like
Do you
at
have a
arm's
bomb in
length.
your brain?
No.
There a
No,
boom
no, no,
boom
no.
in there.
No.
Let him
no,
check.
they didn't. Okay. You go to check. Do a sweep. With your scanners and stuff. She does have a neural interface. You can see programmed into her frontal lobe. But she does not have any other devices in her head. She seems okay.
Just seems like something they would do with careers, you know. So
Possibly, yeah. But in this case, no, she wasn't. She's thinking, and she says, "I mean, no, it's the same way they contacted me. I went to Aries Aegis headquarters. I had the information uploaded. They did an escort to the lunar transport, and then I unloaded at the ward, and you all picked me up."
Do you always have the same escort? Or is it different?
They're different.
Did
It's
you
usually not
recognize
someone I rec-
anybody from today?
No. No. I mean, the only person I really recognized was Impulse.
What about, do you have a handler? Do you have anybody who you're usually in contact with?
You know,
Are you sure you know me from Kiki and Waikiki? I mean, it was extremely popular, but is there another reason you know me? Think really hard, dear.
Imagine her with different hair colors.
Vast variety.
the only thing I can think of is that normally there's the person who meets me at the tarmac. There's this woman who's there, and I don't know her name. She's big, she's muscular, like kind of like you, and she's
Black hair,
black hair. Yeah,
dermal plating.
yeah.
Ridiculously sexy.
She's
I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Not if I
she's
do
normally
first.
there, and she wasn't there today. So
So it's not Renata. Why did they wall her out of this one?
Or she knew she was being set up, so she made sure she wasn't going to be there.
Renata's either a victim or the perpetrator?
If Renata wanted me dead, she'd do it herself.
It might not be for you. It might be for her. And points.
Why
to
would she have
Brandy.
hired us? She's the one who gave him my information. She's the one who sent us on this job.
Then maybe it's super coincidental and they were gunning for her, and we just happened to be the ones that did it this time.
Nothing in this is a coincidence.
We're picking up Renata.
Can they track you through that?
No, there's no broadcast. They said it would be a security risk.
We're laying low. We're figuring this out. Because something about this was different. I don't know what the fuck it is, but something's different. Okay, you're gonna sit with our friend Clarity here, and we're getting in there. I want to know everything about whatever the fuck it is that's in your brain right now, because obviously something's going on.
I think Brandy just... I don't think she has anything to say or add to that. She just nods in agreement, and Clarity says, all right, I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get into it or not. I mean, it's gonna take like a lot of time to get it.
Time we have. And we have a whole stash pile of noodles and center here, so you'll be fine.
Hey, can you bring me some food or something though? Cause there's not a lot here. Like I don't have my setup here. Like I have the stuff that like Apollo has here that I can use, but
You want the chicken noodles?
yes, I'm so tired of shrimp.
Okay. We will get what we need, and we will go pick up someone who might have more information.
Do you have a secure line I can call from?
Do you want to make the call, or do you want me to make the call?
If I ask her to meet, she'll meet.
I can patch you a secure line.
Okay. I am listening to this.
Calling Renata.
All right. You call Renata, and as your data pad begins to ring over this secure line, we will go ahead and take our break and come back to see what the heck is going on here.
What the devil?
So yeah, thanks everyone for joining us and hanging out with us through this roller coaster of an episode. We will be back very soon to see how it concludes. So stay tuned, and we will see you all in a bit.
I'm alive!
And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us on our break. We are rip-roaring to go. I don't know why I'm talking like a 1940s disc jockey today, but that's where we're at. So yeah, you guys are currently in your secondary hideout at the abandoned gas station. Underneath the abandoned gas station, Choke is on the phone trying to get a hold of Renata on a secure line, while Clarity is trying to hack this encrypted data that is in your charges. Brittany, or not Brittany, Brandy, Brandy's brain.
You a fine girl.
So it rings a few times, and when Renata picks up on the other end, she sounds a bit winded and kind of exasperated. She goes, Choke, is that you?
Where are you?
Where are you?
We need to meet now.
I'm not sure I can do that right now.
It's not a request.
Listen, things are a bit hectic. That job that I referred to you, it seems like it's gone bad.
Ares A just shot me in the fucking head.
Wait. Hold on. Do you have... Did you pick up the package?
Yes.
You have her.
You don't need to know that.
Chuck, I really do. This is my job. You don't understand what's
Your
happened here.
job almost got me killed. I've just come off an operating table in the back of a truck. I'm not joking. They shot me in the fucking head. And I've got a bunch of bullets in my back, too. And if you put any of them there, we're gonna have a problem.
Chuck, this isn't what you think.
Then I need you to tell me what it is.
I was told you never made contact.
That's a lie. We made contact. We picked up your package. We made it to the drop. And then Ares Aegis pulled a gun on my driver.
Whoever you made contact with was not Ares Aegis.
Well, they had the jackets and the gear to prove it.
I'll admit that it was probably Ares Aegis shooting at you because the package was stolen on transit out of the lunar colony or the lunar base this morning. Somebody masquerading as Ares Aegis picked him up. We were trying to intercept at the lunar ward when all this shit broke out, and from what I had heard, we had dispatched a large number of our units to track down a tank and someone on motorcycle that was
Well,
transporting.
it's a much smaller unit now. Why would they steal her just to take her back? I need you to be straight with me. I don't care what your job is. Am I a bike and a bunch of gear and almost my life for the job you gave me?
That's what I'm trying to say. Whoever contacted you, whoever set up this drop, was not Ares Aegis. Whoever you met at the lunar ward was not Ares Aegis. The people that shot at you between there and wherever you've taken her, yes, they were, because they thought that you were involved with whatever's going on.
Well, then you need to figure out your security, because the people that were shooting at me had your stuff.
Alright.
They had your guns. They had your shit.
And where was this?
I'm sure Chuck knows where it was.
Yeah. You give her the location of the South Ward arcology that you had made the drop off, and she says, that's not one of ours. I'll send a unit there right away to exfil and try to see if there's anyone still there and we can get any evidence of who might be involved here. But whoever's employing you right now is not Ares Aegis.
You sent them to me. Who are they?
The transmission that I sent you was never responded to. Whoever it is must have picked it up, must have hacked into your system.
Or you think it was my system?
Or was it ours?
Do you know that?
Impulse will lean over to Choke. It did redirect when we called.
We've done a full scan.
Yeah, you've done a lot of things today.
I haven't done shite to you. I know you're angry with me right now, and I'm glad you're alive if you have gotten shot that much, but we had nothing to do with it. My men were out there doing their jobs as they're supposed to be. Now, I can promise they're not going to shoot at you anymore if you're going to... I'll give you a location. Deliver the girl to the location I give you, and we can protect you from whoever it is that's behind all of this.
Find out who the fuck it is first and we'll talk.
I don't... If we can, I don't know how long it's going to take. And we need to make sure that the information that the girl is transporting is secure. That's my job.
What is it?
What, the data?
If you don't tell me, I'm going to find out for myself.
It's weapons
Took a bullet to the
plants.
head for you.
Right. I understand. It's nerd shite. It's weapons schematics and blueprints and plans and that sort of thing. Nothing that...
For what? It's obviously something people are willing to go to this length to get.
Well, yeah,
I'm
so
not
it's half
playing
the stuff
anymore.
that I... You're not listening to me. I understand that you're angry right now, but you need to calm down and just listen to me. Half the things I deal with, people out there would kill their own mother for. This is valuable, important intel, but it's nothing special. It's not the bloody blueprints of the Death Star. It's just more weapons development. But there are 100 other companies out there that would kill to get their hands on this. So I don't know who it is, and once I find out, I can promise you that we're going to deal with them.
You want to talk about nerd shite? Fucking Death Star. And what if the girl doesn't want to go with you?
She doesn't have to go anywhere. We just need the data out of her head.
And then
Her
what?
job is to show up. We upload the data. She gets paid.
And then
Well-
what?
She did show up.
And then everyone goes home. You stop getting shot at least
Why
for
don't
today.
we get you the upload securely from our secured location and deal's done?
There's a reason we run these the way they do. That data package is too large for it to pass through any sort of encrypted network. If you try to upload it, it's going to get picked off the same way it did before. There's a dozen hackers that will probably sweep in for this information right now.
Fine. Here's what we're going to do.
Wave of clarity. The enemy moment getting very small.
Here's what we're going to do.
It's like, why? I don't...
I put the phone on mute for a second. Okay, stop it.
Alright.
Sorry, it...
Hand her noodles.
She takes the noodles.
Unmute. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to meet you and the most minimal squad of yours required to get the data out of Brandy's head. You're going to tell me exactly how many people are going to be there. You're going to tell me where we're going to meet. You're going to tell me what time. And you're not going to be more than a second late. I will meet you there. You will get the data from her. You will get your boys off our back and off hers, and you will forget. And you will make sure Ares Aegis forgets that they've ever heard of any of us, including her.
Alright. Fine. Here's where you can meet me. She gives you the information, sets up a time. She says, it'll just be me, 3 of my men there.
Okay?
Alright.
Don't fuck this up.
Alright.
No offense, but I don't think you're getting a second date.
Alright, no need to make it personal. It's just business. Alright, I'll see you there, Chuck.
Okay.
Okay?
Joke hangs up the phone and throws it at the wall.
It
Impulse throws a
smashes.
fucking temper tantrum. God damn it, motherfucking. Ugh.
It's why you don't work for people you're fucking. I've got at least 3 other friends that look like her.
It's not about that.
I know, it's a joke.
It's not even important. That's what pisses me off.
It's important to someone.
Important enough to come at us.
Hard. It might not be important to Ares, but it's important to someone.
She's telling us who the fuck it is.
I don't think she knows.
Well, she's finding out.
I don't think she can.
Then we are. I'm pissed.
I know.
Can't Clarity, can you look for the person? I'm assuming we all listened in on that.
Oh, yeah,
phone call. Okay. Clarity, can you maybe like try to hack the hackers who are fishing for this info?
Yeah, Claire, it rerouted, right? So can you take that line that got rerouted and route it back to whoever did that?
So you don't want me to get the information out of her head?
No, we'll get fucked. So for right now, can we reroute who we called to get the job in the first place and figure out where it came from?
Sure, I can try.
I know you can do it, because you're amazing.
Right. It's probably gonna take some time.
We'll restock.
Okay. I'll start looking.
Listen, if you get... I don't know how this works, but if you get into trouble, if you set off something, please just back out.
Yeah, totally.
Is Choke sitting down?
I can't imagine she's standing up right now.
Okay. Yeah, then Klaxon will come by and like, you know, do a once over, check the wound and whatnot, and then be like, an alarm goes off, obviously.
What? What?
She's in trouble. Her brain's leaking out.
They're bombing me head.
Yeah, you had a bomb in your head all this time. He'll look over and be like, Impulse, you're becoming quite the combat medic.
You know I barely kept her from dying. You don't have to be nice to me.
This isn't bad work.
It's pretty bad.
But my girl over there, she's in trouble. So if we're going back out, I gotta get working.
Do your thing.
I go over there and Chappie unfolds and starts helping. So Klaxon and Chappie are working on it because Rosie's too clunky to work the more minor stuff.
Choke, I'm sorry, you almost died, but this is still one of the worst parts of my day right now.
What's pissing you off the most?
That it doesn't matter. That it literally doesn't matter. It could have been anything. It could have been any bullshit bomb or suit or whatever, and they just don't care. None of us matter. We're just little cogs to make them more cred.
Yeah.
Well, it's bullshit.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm working on it.
You're always gonna be pissed off about something if we're working with corporations, so you can at least put that energy to good use.
Believe me, I am.
Do you want a drink? I want a drink.
Yes.
I think Choke goes to stand up to go to the fridge and then just immediately
I
back
will
down.
get the drinks. She will.
Uh,
Over, like, I'm just imagining, like, you know, her 6.5-inch heels, like, just one of them's, like, half broken off. She just, like, fucking chucks them, like, kicks them across the room. Goes to the fridge. Gets alcohol.
We
Brings one to
didn't.
Choke,
Just
brings
kind of
one
says out to
Brandy.
the room. We didn't get my bike by any sort of act of God.
Just gonna walk over, kneel down in front of Choke's chair. Doll, I hate to break this to you. The bike is gone.
Are you sure? The bike is gone.
It was in the truck that kind of mashed into the wall in the fake drop-off point. Maybe, if Renata does her fucking job and finds out who this was there, maybe they'll recover your bike. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, I promise you that I will buy you a new one. Okay?
She doesn't say anything. Takes a drink from Impulse. Drinks the entire thing. Just crushes the can.
Keep that. We need that.
Okay.
Impulse
This is fine.
chugs.
So, with you have the meeting to drop off Brandy within the next couple of hours. So, is anyone doing the only thing relevant I can think of is Klaxon? You're working on the truck to get the Tortuga up and running. Any more medical attention for Choke, or are we gonna?
Can I?
I'm at 2,300 hours.
I think.
So I have the EMT kit, which lets you do first aid regardless of where somebody is on the harm clock.
Okay.
And then
yeah,
I've got the doctor thing here.
Boy, I'm glad I bought that last time.
yeah. If their harm clock
Thank
is more than 2,100, then you can reduce their harm by 1 segment through use of apply first aid.
Yeah, and then there's my expertise. Yeah, I'm an expert in medicine and pharmaceuticals. When you apply first aid, you heal 1 additional harm segment, even
Okay.
on a miss.
That rules.
That is
Awesome.
good. Yeah, so you can definitely do it.
Yeah.
You
So
can
the
only do it
EMT
once.
kit will let you. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Scooter.
Woo! And what do you roll for first aid?
Roll cool.
Oh, huh. No wonder I'm a medic and whatnot. That's my stat. 11.
My man.
So
Nice. So,
2?
2 segments. Yeah,
Okay.
back in business.
There we go. I'm in yellow now.
That's good.
Woot.
right.
Just gonna cover some things with Brandy. Like, obviously, you don't tell anybody. Like, nothing happened. We just got attacked. It was so lame, and we protected you, and we were awesome. But we're gonna give her the number to a secure line, and we'll leave. We're all gonna leave together after. That's what we set up, right? They're gonna upload her, and then she gets to leave, and then she's done, right?
She's coming with us.
She's coming with us. Okay.
It's not a
Yeah,
question.
you guys are gonna make
Oak
sure
will
she's
shoot
done.
every
She's
single
still,
one of them at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, she still has the equipment and stuff like that where she's owned by Ares Aegis, but you guys have offered to help with that. So, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, she's not going to be taken by Ares Aegis afterwards until her next job.
Then we just brief her on what we need to do. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Let her know she's safe with us.
for,
I can take at least 2 more bullets.
Well, for right now, to set up the next scene for making the drop, I'm going to need someone to roll the getting paid move.
Let me do it.
You didn't do any legwork for this mission, which is part of the reason why it turned out the way it did. But you don't have you have 5 ticks on the, or 6 ticks, sorry, in the legwork clock. So you can't fail this roll.
Good. So I'm literally adding 6 to whatever I roll right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do less work, get more money. I don't see an issue with this.
That's 7 plus 6. That's 13.
13. Okay. So you're going to get to pick 3 from the list.
4 because of my aura of professionalism. So I pick 1 that we don't get.
Yeah. And I'm going to say for the terms of this, the employer being identifiable is going to be the people that you employed. So if you want to know or if you want to know whoever it is that set you up, like whoever, that would be the employer is identifiable here.
Fam, as long as it's not an ambush.
Yeah, no, it's not a fucking ambush. I cannot take another fucking ambush. Okay, so it is. Sorry, we're not gaining experience. Sorry, friends. We're just not going to gain experience, but we get everything else.
Are you sure? You can get that XP and you just have to deal with an ambush.
No more ambushes. No more Mickey Mouse. No more choke dying. No.
I got 4 bullet XP.
Bam. She dead. She's undead. She's walking dead. No.
I'm a ghost.
All right.
Gun go.
No experience. Everything else.
You guys are no fun.
You killed me.
She dead.
You brought her back.
Barely.
Cool scar.
She turned me into a newt. I got better.
Better.
I got better.
All right. So you show up with Brandy at the rendezvous point. And Renata is there as she has promised with her 3 Ares Aegis security personnel. She takes point though and approaches you, hands out, no weapons on her, and she, as you guys all come out of the Tortuga,
Choke is taking point.
Yeah,
and we'll take no arguments about the subject.
Fine, but borrow my helmet since yours is ruined. Here.
She knows what I look like.
I don't care. It looks cool.
I'm not wearing it. I'm tired. I'm sweaty.
God damn it.
Is everyone else wearing a helmet except for?
Yes.
She'd have to borrow a helmet.
I made enough noise earlier. They can see my face.
Choke. Renata looks over you and she's like, oh, "You do look like shite."
Just turn my head.
Ugh.
What I imagine is very nasty, sort of 2 hours old stitches.
Wow. I can't believe you're vertical.
That's why you hired me, right?
Tried to. And yes, you delivered. So I appreciate it. I'm glad you're still alive. What's with the helmets?
Oh, do the thing.
Right.
Don't ask questions. Just take the data.
Do you want to know what they're really for? I would have one, but it took a bullet for me.
She does lean in and she says to you, Choke. She says she does know that the helmet only does so much when she's wearing the outfit. Like she is.
She knows. Don't say it any lighter.
All right.
She wants to shoot you more than I do.
Why?
She thinks you.
I had nothing to do with any of this.
I know.
I can hear both of you.
They don't know you like I do. And
right.
She pulled a bullet out of my skull from a job that you gave me.
That's fair.
My opera gloves are fucking ruined.
Hopefully the amount that we're paying you for this will compensate for that.
I don't know. You haven't seen these shoes she's talking about.
Right. Brandy, come on. Brandy
She's
steps
not
forward.
going anywhere we can't see.
That's fine. And Renata just reaches to her jacket and pulls out a device. Just looks like a silver kind of boxy looking object with a few buttons and a scanner at the top, and she holds it up to Brandy's head, and you're watching these lights begin to light up, green lights along the top, and it's just like steadily beeping, and there's an awkward bit of silence as she's waiting for the upload to be completed, or the download to be completed, and finally it like beeps. Renata takes it back, hits a few buttons. All right, it's all there. So we're done here. Brandy, you can go. Your payment will be sent to you. We'll let you know when the next job is. Rest of you done too? A couple of things. Had them sweep the rendezvous spot that you told us about. Found this over there. And you see someone wheeling out a kind of beaten up motorcycle. The wheel's still busted. She says, "This will take one of yours."
You've made me the happiest woman in the world.
Right. There was also about 30 pallets of mostly spoiled fish. I assume you didn't want that.
No, those came with the car.
Okay.
But you're skipping out on part of our deal.
Right. There are a few bodies left at the scene. We did a few scans. We identified their employers. Mercury Arms. They do contracting in the Eastern Division, and I guess they caught wind of this, wanted to step in on some new developments that...
Who's their mother company?
Ares Aegis works in. They're their own affiliates. They just... I don't know if anyone owns them.
Fine, I'll do your work for you. Mercury Arms, you said?
Mercury Arms. They're a smaller arms company. They're a competitor to... We've been trying to buy them out for a while, or Ares has. But they aren't having it, so... Looks like a more hostile takeover is probably in store. I'll let you know if we need any hands on that.
That's nice to know, but that wasn't the part of our deal I was talking about.
Which part?
You get Ares Aegis off our backs, and after you pay Brandy for this job, they've never heard of her.
Well, if Brandy doesn't want to work with us anymore, we can revoke her contract. We'll need to reclaim the Ares Aegis property that she has. But I can make that happen.
Brandy?
You okay with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not as bad as it sounds. I had the same thing.
Right. Sure. That's fine. Renata nods, says, "Alright, yeah. She's, I'll get the paperwork approved and we'll have her contract revoked." Anything else?
You owe her a drink. Pointing to Choke.
I'm sure I owe you both several.
Next time you want to fuck me, buy me dinner first.
Right. I'll go then. Say hi to Swin for me. See the rest of you at the next job.
In the background, Rosie had detached and is like moving the bike into the Tortuga.
Not letting you change your mind.
And I assume that Klaxon is still in the car, the helmet on and stuff. Yeah. And because she's looked back, she kind of waves and says, "And thank whoever your driver is for me." And she heads back to where her security detail is. Let's go, boys. And you guys get paid.
Woot.
I believe it's 6 cred because you guys got the additional cred.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
All of you staked 2. Remember to give that to clarity too.
Impulse will pay for whatever repairs are required for Choke Spike.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I guess
we'll buy her a new gun for the bike.
So we could deal with that. So you guys head back to the workshop, and we have some little bit of downtime till whatever your next mission. Yeah, I think we need repairs to the bike, repairs to the Tortuga, repairs to Choke. Choke, you can
I
just...
can at least help pay for the Tortuga. That one's mostly on me.
Oh, my bad.
She's at least
Roll
she's
20? Hey,
she's
roll 20? You owe me some cred.
yeah, exactly.
Funny.
At least she's rugged and easily repaired.
I'm not messing around anymore, roll 20. I may not fuck with you anymore, but don't fuck with my friends. I'm looking at you.
Do you know how many
So-
guns? Do you know how many fake imaginary guns I have?
With the Tortuga being easily repaired, it's not going to cost that much. Your motorcycle, does it have any tags that would affect its
Let me
repair costs?
look. I don't think it is fast, responsive, powerful, and loud.
Okay.
So no.
The damage to the Tortuga was a lot more than the bike, but it's easier to repair. I'm gonna say, I'll say 1 cred for each.
The bike and the Tortuga?
Each one will require 1 cred to repair.
Okay. I will pay for the bike. And I will buy a new thing for it. Choke, what do you want?
Surprise me. I want to know what thing you think I want.
Oh God. This is like having to buy the first major gift when you start dating someone. This is horrible.
I can give you the page in the rulebook. Fam.
Yes, please do. Oh my God.
Let's see. Our vehicles are... Vehicles start on 134.
34. Okay,
That's
I'll
for-
see you all in about a half an hour.
That's for building them.
It's the tags you're looking for, so
Let's see.
Well, so yeah, you have the weapons and then the tags. I don't think there's...
Oh no, it was just if your vehicle has power +2, it may mount 1 weapon system. Military vehicles may mount an additional. The options that it gives for weapons are machine guns, grenade launchers, missile launcher, or autocannon.
But your
Okay.
vehicle's already
Or-
maxed on weapons.
Yeah, or the tags are right
So
above it.
I could buy you a tag.
The strengths tags are on there.
What I would say, so if you're going to try to upgrade her in some way, you can find a tag and then sort of narrative, like describe to me like what it is you get that like gives that tag.
Okay.
You know, so it's less of like buying an actual there isn't like a list of things you can buy. It's more like you have to describe to me whatever it is you want, and or the tag that you want, and describe like how you make that work.
Here are the good ones.
Okay. I'm gonna say muscular then. We're gonna vamp up the fucking horsepower on this sumbitch.
I
We're
don't see
gon'
muscular.
I think it's under the looks tags. There's 2 sections. There's strengths. Oh, there's strengths, looks, and weaknesses.
Should I be going
I'm
for
looking
a
at drones. That's why I'm
strength
looking at the one.
then?
It's the page before. For
Yeah,
vehicles.
yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Would impulse just make it look really good though?
No, she's angry. Like she wants, like, she understands that like your bike is a weapon, so she wants to make this like scary.
Then the strengths are the first group from
Yeah,
rugged
if
to
you're,
easily
I would
repaired.
say you could upgrade her bike and give it an additional look. So
I mean-
yeah, that could work too.
Armor?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say for strengths, can I make it off-road?
New tires.
Like vamp it up so it can go like fucking anywhere.
So like the Batman movie with the Joker, that bike that he has there is actually based on a type of motorcycle that's called a mule, and it's for all terrain, like climbing 40-degree angles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So-
Remember
Yeah.
last time I had to drive my bike and then climb a whole mountain?
Now you can drive your
someone?
bike to climb the mountain.
Yeah, I'd say you could do that.
How much would that cost me?
Let me think.
Road.
I would say 3 cred.
Okay. I will spend this. I'm also realizing that I still have an intel for this job. May I use it to figure out who the fuck owns Mercury Arms?
Yeah. You could have spent that before the mission officially ended. Yeah, I mean they're not really owned by another company. They're another arms. They're a competitor to Ares Aegis. They're a corporation.
They're
Like,
just not one
I
of
mean,
like the big 5 or whatever.
Yeah. There are other corporations that exist, like Bubba Gump, and some of the other ones. Like they work their own, or they're a smaller corporation. They usually come in and out and are consumed by the larger corporations over too long. Like Ares Aegis has been around for like centuries at this point. Mercury's been around for like maybe like 30 years or something like that. It like not nearly as long. They tend to get taken over or run out of business by the larger ones pretty quickly. So this is a smaller corporation that was trying to take a stab at a bigger one in order to supplant them.
I can work with this. Good to know. My cult is buying a corp. What? Okay.
So we have that. Do some repairs to the motorcycle, beef it up, make it super chunky.
I love it.
I'm so glad. That thing's scary now. Like, it was scary before, like, pew, pew, but like, that, I'm not riding on that. That's a little too much for me.
Why? It's super safe.
Enjoy!
Oh, I will.
Is it something that like, say Klaxon was doing the repairs or the upgrades on, and then we kept it from her and then revealed, or is it something that like Klaxon and Choke worked on to bring the bike back to life?
No, Choke set her up with, like, a fucking, like, you figure it out. You tell me. So I'm like, okay. It's a surprise. It's a
All right,
surprise.
cool.
Awesome. Is there so that's one thing that happened during this. Is there anything else, like we have a couple of like interim moves that we need to make for your
Are we between missions right now?
Yeah, you guys are between missions.
Can I roll for my jobs?
Yeah.
I was thinking about finally trying to fix my arm.
Oh yeah, because we've got the OR now.
I have some money.
Yeah.
Yay.
Probably to find a we'll deal with that when we get to it. So we'll do Impulse's thing first.
Yeah.
Double sixes, bitches! Yes! So that's a 14.
Nice. 14. So
I get all of them. Yeah, I get 2 cred and I get an intel for the next mystery.
Oh, nice. Mystery.
Mystery, sorry.
Y'all been playing Monster of the Week for too long.
Yeah, I really, it's been a year and a half, y'all, for real.
Yeah, when this game eventually transitions into Monster of the Week, you guys are just fighting shrimp on a weekly basis.
Yep.
Don't test me. I'll do it on Sunday.
Please. Future shrimp, like a portal opens and
God.
the shrimp show up and Cedar, please, Savannah, please. We need
Please
more.
do it.
We need some Neon Souls Slang 101 crossover.
Well, next time we do time travel.
Yes.
Last time we did time travel, you guys shouted at me the whole time about how I was doing time travel again. Next time we do time travel, I'm just gonna have you guys play these characters.
Choke shows up Terminator style to hunt down the shrimp.
Don't test me. When I say don't test me, what I mean is don't threaten me with a good time.
I love that idea.
I love that idea.
It's fucking awesome.
TM.
God, we're gonna have to do a Terminator episode. Okay.
And then I'm gonna have to just like bring Win into Neon Souls. Is still alive. It's like a lich.
Why are you wasting your own game time talking about my game?
Well, the best part is I can't stop doing Terminator lines with Choke's accent now, and so moist jacket.
Get to the shopper.
Buying a
Hasta la
disguise
vista,
kit.
baby.
That was not. That's not what I sound like.
I don't know. How do you say hasta la vista in
an Irish accent?
Don't.
There are Irish people that speak Spanish. What?
There are 2 languages that don't mix, you know.
Okay. I'm not gonna get on. I'm not even gonna. If you have an Irish accent and you speak Spanish, tweet me.
Hasta la vista.
I'm buying a disguise kit.
Buying a disguise kit.
Okay.
I don't know how much that would cost, but it gives me a +1 to pretend to not be me.
Oh, nice.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, Mecca, you came in at a weird
That
time.
like got me like right here.
For a disguise kit, that's not a very. Yeah.
What, I have to put on a new wig? Like.
Yeah, it's like 1 cred. That's not a lot.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's Impulse. Choke. You wanted to do something. I've already forgot what it was.
I want to get rid of the damaging tag on my arm.
Right.
You have enough things to use against me. I don't also want that one just staring me in the face.
God, I'd actually forgotten about that. I should have used it
Yeah,
more.
let's get rid of it.
You also forgot about your gene splicing patch, which is still in play. We'll deal with that when the time comes.
Yeah, let's get rid of the thing that's fucking up one of my arms. You can deal with the other one later.
So let's see. You're gonna need to.
Probably go under the knife. We talked about it once before, and I decided not to do it.
I think you'll have to go under the knife again.
But we do have the OR, so we could do it, right?
Will that make a difference in the roll? Like if we have the equipment?
I would say you don't have to hit the street first.
Oh, that sounds like one less roll to me.
Yeah, I mean, you could go under the knife and have Klaxon try to do it as your doctor. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I
just
trust
roll
him
plus,
more than I trust anybody.
you roll plus the cred that you spent, which is a maximum of 2.
Okay, well, I'll spend 2 then.
So you can spend 2 cred and roll.
I'm just gonna roll one of my +2 stats.
Yeah, and Klaxon can help on this one too. Is the
Which one of my stats has not fucked me today? I'll roll synth because my synth is now a +2.
oh, there you go.
Please, 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 please. 12.
Nice. Okay, so I think essentially what happens is Klaxon, you uninstall, you remove Choke's arm in a surgical procedure, have it repair the pieces. You find the issue that you're saying. You replace the screw that you forgot to put in there the first time, and have it reattached. Choke, when you come out of this procedure, whatever nerve interface was like, it's been tweaking you for weeks now. It's running smooth, and you're no longer having any pain from using your arm.
Oh, thank God.
We get experience for solving or doing
For solving the
whatever-
mystery.
For solving the
yeah,
mystery.
yeah.
Did we get mystery solving experience? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
y'all.
we were
At
so
the end
deep
of the
in
session,
the
the keeper
action.
will ask the following question. Did we conclude the current?
Stop it! You're just messing with my head now.
Stop. So yes, we were deep in the action, so I forgot to do those. So you delivered the goods, you learned about the rival agency, you dealt with them, and then you delivered it. So everybody get... Oh, no. It goes 4 XP.
Yes. Okay.
What can I do in the next 20 minutes to get 2 more
Level.
XP?
You can level up again?
I do. This is my 8th.
Oh, jeez. Oh, we're
yeah.
getting up there to, like, the cap.
Yeah.
Aren't
So
we?
Yeah,
here's the question.
Yeah, because I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. My last one was 6, so I have 2 more until I'm at 7.
Here's
Oh, no,
the
there's not a
question.
cap in this game. It's just the...
Once you get past 5, yeah.
Once you get past 5, you can
Yeah.
start taking the new stuff.
I will say the playbooks do, for some of these, they do limit, like, how many times you can take them, but...
Yeah, and that's what I ran into. I'm like, oh,
I
should
already
I?
switched playbooks, yo. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, and
Um,
that's what I'm at. I'm at. Should I switch playbooks and go fix her at this point?
Here's
Yeah.
the question.
I still got some steps.
Do I take that really cool move where basically if I give you a pep talk, I help you? No questions asked. Like, you're helped. Or do I get followers for my new movement?
Ooh, that's tough.
I know. I'll give you the options here for my followers. So the thing for helping is when you give someone a pep talk in any stressful situation, you help them as if you rolled a 10 plus. So just no questions asked. It's stressful. I give them a pep talk. I help. Or do we do the followers, which that can be really fun, and I think I already have a starting for that of a handful of people that I could think of. Push it real good. Followers, believers, excuse me. You're part of a gang, a tribe, a band. You go to them for aid. I can choose how big they are, if they're a street gang, corporate, entertainment, media, small, medium, large, huge. I can define their territory. Yeah. there's a lot of really cool, fun things with that. I don't know if I've really justified having believers quite yet. That's my only thing. Maybe another mission or two.
Yeah, I mean, we could also work it into the next mission. The stuff coming up. I mean, if you take it and then kind of work in that developing.
I think I'm gonna take the pep talk, which I think I can incorporate into gaining some believers. That's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm literally just... Impulse pep talks are now a game mechanic. Bam.
I love it.
Perfect.
Can you pep talk me out of 3 harm?
I could maybe give you a pep talk that you wouldn't have taken the harm in the first place.
Oh, so time travel. Cool.
Time
Yes,
travel,
time
yeah.
Yeah. How much for a time machine?
Yeah, I was just gonna
Maybe
say
10 cred
Klaxon's working on the
or-
hot tub, and you give her a pep talk. She gets in to soak, and she's
Can we
back
get a
in
hot
time.
tub?
Oh my god, can we get a hot... How much would a hot tub cost? I
How
will
much
buy.
cred for a hot tub? I'll buy
I
a
will-
hot tub. I have
Fuck
12
yeah.
cred.
Me too. I have like... How much do I have now? Shit.
Can we buy a hot tub?
Can we buy a hot tub? I have
Yes,
15
buy
cred.
a-
Let's do this.
You guys can buy a hot tub.
How much is a hot tub?
2 cred.
Yes. One from you, one from me. Let's do this. We're buying a hot tub.
We buy a hot tub.
Okay, you buy a hot tub.
I'm very injured. I need it.
Is the
Yes.
hot tub okay?
We're gonna write it off on our taxes.
Where is it in
It's-
the warehouse,
It's a
the
medical
gas
expense.
station, or is it like in one of the apartments upstairs? Where
I
is
thought
this-
you were about to ask me, is the hot tub a time machine?
Is the hot tub a time machine?
But really, is the hot tub a time machine?
Hey,
How much
if,
for a hot tub time machine?
if this was Monster of the Week on
I have 11 cred
Sunday, Rexy and one of the new characters could maybe do that.
Yeah. Oh boy. You get your hot tub. Yeah, where are you putting this? Is this in the workshop or is this in the
Guess
secret
Guess
gas
it's in
station?
the workshop.
Maybe it should be one. I mean, we own the whole building now, right?
Right.
But
That's what I'm
let's
saying.
have a hot
Klaxon
tub
doesn't-
apartment. Let's just have
We
hot tub
turn one of the apartments
into a
into
spa.
a spa.
You evict Miss Sanchez from apartment
No!
16. And
There are vacant apartments in this building. You know there are.
oh, sure.
Well, in fact, Ethel, once we gave her the big payday, she moved the fuck out. She went to...
Yeah, she don't live here
She's
anymore.
out of here.
Okay.
She's living on the coast.
Yeah. So there's a free apartment. So yeah, we convert Ethel's old super space because she was. We're gonna take that. We're gonna turn that into the hot
We
tub.
do enough morally ambiguous stuff. Will you just let us have a hot tub, please?
Okay, you have your party space now, your lounge and hot tub spot. Awesome. I'm looking forward to the role play opportunities. of
And
you
when
guys
Ethel
having
comes
a
back
hot
to
tub.
visit, she can stay in the spa apartment.
Okay.
She can use the hot tub as much as she wants.
Yes,
We love her.
we love Ethel. Ethel's the best.
All right. So
She
I
was
only
like,
know-
can we move
I
on?"
only know her as Mrs. Landlord, but
Mrs. Landlord.
all right. Any other between mission stuff?
I gotta go to the competing garbage or not landfill, junkyards, and look through for parts. And I
Okay.
really should put some more points into mind, but I'm not that bright. Did it roll?
Yeah.
God dang it. Okay, someday I will get better than a 7. All right. Pretty sure that nets me 1 part. Yep.
Okay.
1 gear.
1 gear. All right. All right. So you spend your time getting the gear. Impulse starts working on her Colt. Choke gets a new motorcycle and heals up.
I was gonna ask you how harm healing works. Because I still have some on the clock.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure I've just been saying that you guys heal between missions.
It's TV healing.
Yeah.
In the next episode. Didn't you break your leg like a day ago?
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't feel like reading enough to try to see if there's something in here that talks about that. Between Klaxon's medical assistance and just having a little bit of time, you're able to heal back up to full.
Cool.
Or to empty.
To empty.
Yeah.
To no time. I also hadn't marked XP for my failures, so I also level up.
Oh, great. Good. I was worried about that.
I've got 11 XP this session.
That's insane.
Not bad for dying.
I'll try to kill you more often.
No!
Yeah, I'm
Not
sitting.
what I meant.
I'm gonna buy myself something nice.
I'm sitting on a level up.
You
I don't know
should.
what to do, but we'll see.
God, I
Yeah, I'll
failed
figure it
3
out.
rolls this session. Makes a difference.
So, where I want to end us for today is a few days after your little break here, opening back up for business. Klaxon, you wake up earlier in the morning. I imagine Klaxon is a somewhat early riser. And there is a noise at the front door of the door entrance to the conference area, your official business side of the workshop. And you hear a beeping outside the door.
It's the dirt. Huck Spiderbot.
There's a moment of pause. No explosion. And you just hear another beep beep beep.
Alright, Spiderbot goes to the door and then climbs the door and looks out. If there's a way to look out.
Yeah. It goes up to the window on the side and kind of peeks out, and you're using your goggles, and you can see through the optical sensors. There's a hovering grayish black sphere outside the window, a data droid that is currently hovering at the door, and it lets out another beep beep beep.
All right, Klaxon gets up and snatches Spider Ball and puts him above the door, just in case, and then kind of opens the door. Yeah.
There's the drone kind of hovers there for a moment, and then there's a flash, if it doing a scan to register your who you are, and then there is the drone just zooms past you into the room and stops right there, and then you see there's a little bit of a whirring inside, and then a voice, a heavily automated voice speaks out from the drone, and it says, "New job opportunity. Do you accept?"
Sure. Yes.
Mission details to follow. Countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
He like
14.
he steps out the door and is like holding the door like to close himself outside. He lets it
close
go. No,
Okay.
no, I'm still listening. I'm just
3,
standing there like
2, 1. It's not like dee-dee-dee. Your mission, and it begins to relay the mission details to you. I need, since Klaxon's the only one there right now, Klaxon to roll to get the job.
oh, jeez. So what is that? I've never done that.
I will think it is Edge.
I had to do it last time.
Edge.
It's
Nah.
Edge.
It is Edge.
I can do that.
This is the one I did so bad on. Oh, hell.
Woo!
Boom.
All right, you get to pick 3 from the list. Employer identifiable, meeting doesn't attract attention, job pays well, employer provides useful assets, employer provides useful information.
First
Let's
3.
give geared intel.
We don't need
Sure.
gearing intel. We good. Get the other 3.
Oh, the bottom 3. So, job pays
Dawn
well.
read them backwards.
Oh,
I did
sorry.
write them. Sorry, I read them
the,
backwards.
the job pays well. The meeting doesn't attract attention, and the employer is identifiable.
Yes.
We can handle the gear and intel.
All
We
right,
got that.
there it
We
is.
got that.
Okay. The droid begins to lay out the details of the mission, and what it says is as follows: requesting your crew infiltrate IDIS corporate offices in San Angeles. Gain access to iTech Development Center and upload virus to their manufacturing mainframe. Then, access broadcasting station and broadcast provided file.
Sounds good. Klaxon never having had to do this.
Okay. One more time.
So your
'Cause
job here's your mission.
Okay.
Your mission is to infiltrate the IDIS corporate offices in San Angeles.
Okay.
Access the iTech Development Center and upload a virus to their manufacturing mainframe.
Okay.
Then, or before, your other objective is to access the broadcast station and broadcast a file which they have will provide to you.
I want to know what they want us to broadcast. He shows us the video of what happened later. You said we would do what?
And I think as the
It didn't blow up.
The way we'll get through the first.
You left yourself outside. You were gonna blow up the building?
Well, just the hallway.
The way we'll get through the employer is identifiable. Is as you already. Was there something you wanted to say, Choke?
I just wanted to thank the chat. It's Savvy here that you're speaking to for the moment. I just wanted to thank the chat. Thanks, Mecca, who redeemed a gear. It's for me. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Mecca.
And the last thing I'll leave you guys on is Clarity comes back up. She's been in her room most of your break here, and kind of yawning and going to get a centaur as she says, "Oh, why was there a catechism signal being broadcast a minute ago?"
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, I picked up some catechism tech on our scanners. Just thought you guys want to know. I'm going back to my closet.
I'm burning this whole mission to the ground.
And that is where we are going to leave our session for today. Yeah. So you guys have a new job, which you have accepted, so you get another XP. And the job objectives, when you accept the mission, mark experience, is the first one. Second is when you decide how to access the IDIS Corporation, mark experience. When you upload the virus, mark experience. When you complete the broadcast, mark experience. And when your mission ends, mark 2 experience.
We're making that broadcast and we're letting everyone know it was Catechism, because fuck them. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to fuck them up so bad. Sorry.
Lots of stuff.
That's
stuff
Sid
going
talking.
on here.
Anyway.
Let's go to
For everyone else's reference, there are places in IDIS I can just go.
There. Yeah. No, you guys definitely have a lot of options here. This is going to be a pretty big mission. And we'll see how it goes. So let's do our end of session thing. So we're going to go through who knows your character better than before. Choke.
Going to say Impulse.
I kind of saw inside your head.
She's seen, I think, my literal brain.
Yeah. Fair.
And also we talked about stuff, but she sewed my head up and I didn't die.
Yeah. Hey!
Which I feel like changes the nature of that relationship a little bit.
We did a level uppy thing.
We did.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I was also supposed to have a scene with clarity
today.
this.
Yeah.
So I'll
That's fine. We'll do it next time.
I'll do a clarity and a choke scene next time. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I have plans.
So impulse with choke.
Nice.
All right. Impulse Klaxon. Who knows you guys better than before?
Well, I mean, we're gonna make it the all. Why don't we just make it the all Impulse episode next time? Because I'm about to roll over too, and so we'll just have 3 scenes of with Impulse going on. I'm at the point where I'm gonna roll over with anyone, so might as well go.
Well,
So
that
you
route.
pick.
If you give it to me, though, it would be my point, not yours.
Yeah. Yeah. If you give it to
Oh,
Impulse,
okay,
then it's her
okay.
point.
Okay. Yeah, Klaxon was backgroundy again. See, it's always so hard for him.
We need to get him a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be choke, I think, for the truck smashing, crush the guy trying to shoot Klaxon in the head. So
The rollover is.
Oh.
What? Then we roll over.
ah,
Oh, cool.
Hey!
Do I roll
Alright,
over to
so-
0 or 1?
One.
Okay. Oh, now I have to think of something.
That's the hard
All
part.
right. And then Impulse.
I'm gonna say, it probably just has to be choke. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that I dug around in your brain and built you a bike.
You know she's
Now
willing to save your
I
life.
have a question.
Yeah.
What if we both roll over at the same time?
Do we do 2 scenes? Oh God.
Because I just rolled over with Impulse.
Oh
Oh.
no!
Scene.
Sceneception!
I think we'll just do one scene for the both. That'll do.
Do
both,
we, like,
'cause otherwise,
Do we just talk about
We have
it?
to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Okay.
you guys should
Alright.
come up with a 2 scene.
'Cause
I mean, if
that's
you
a-
guys want to do 2 separate ones, we can. But I think we can.
Why don't we just make it
Whoa.
a really good scene?
Really, really good. We'll plan.
Okay.
We'll do
So
planning.
we'll talk, and then you have one with Clarity, and I have one
Yes.
with Klaxon. Okay.
Yes.
Scene City.
Yeah, we got a lot of scenes next time.
Love it.
Cool. Well, this is going to be a really personal mission too, so there's going to be lots of stuff for y'all to do because we have mission against IDIS, which involves some Choke's backstory, and potential, and 4 Catechism, which involves Impulse. And
One of my directives may or may not cause us a problem.
One of my
Yeah.
directives may also cause problems, but get me experience. If I fuck up any of their shit, I get experience. I'm gonna fuck up all this shit.
I'm glad we get to do this choke and impulse very good scene because we might have some problems.
We might have some problems with this next one.
yeah.
Maybe that's what our scene can be about.
Oh, jeez.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's what we're gonna end it for today. So thank you everyone out there for watching. We will be back next week on the 20th for the continuation of our campaign. Hopefully we'll have Morgan back here too. Hope she's feeling better. Morgan, if you're out there watching, go to sleep, feel better.
We love you.
Yeah. But yes, we'll be back next Friday for more Neon Souls. In the meantime, tomorrow we will have the next installment of Saturday Night Star Power. I had to remember which one it was. Saturday Night Star Power tomorrow at 7. We're playing Overarms, which is a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure inspired role-playing game. It's a lot of fun. Ooh, got some drama coming up tomorrow too. So come hang out for that, where Savannah's character is in more danger. Yes.
I have a petition for the MC of this game.
Boy.
Next week, our session is on our good friend Mecca's birthday.
Ooh. Mecca, let me know which Disney character you want them to fight. And I will make it happen.
I was just gonna say, like, can you name an NPC? But
No.
Oh, no.
Let me know which Disney character which
Mecha
Disney
Spider.
character you want me to ruin.
you let us know.
Goofy's already just destroyed. Like,
Happy
we
I mean, it could
birthday
be-
to you.
It could be any of the ones we've already encountered. It can be a new one. It could be the fucking snowman from Frozen, or
Olaf?
We're gonna fuck up Mickey Mouse.
the
Nicholas
Hydra
Mouse.
from Hercules.
We're coming after you.
Ooh.
Yeah, it could be all sorts of things. It doesn't have to be a fight. It just they might just run into them and might cause them problems.
Can it be a date with Discordia? I mean, just take that.
Klaxon's the only one of us who hasn't gone on a date.
That is true.
So
yeah,
if you
we'll
want to
decide
make that happen for your
based
birthday,
on the character you pick. I will decide whether it's a date or a fight.
well, here, no, now hold on, hold on. I think GB gets to decide.
Okay, GB gets to decide whether it's a date or a fight.
A fight. All right.
I don't think
There
you
it
get to
is.
decide that for anybody.
Oh, that's
No, that
actually
is true.
that is also a reality television show during this time. Date or fight.
Date or
Date,
fight.
date. You decide. Date or fight.
And whoever
Friday
wins gets to go on the
On
next potential.
ABC, NBC,
Hold
CBS, and
We
ESPN.
can do 5 more minutes of this because I like this idea because they fight, because if you fight you have to beat them to get to potentially go on the next date or fight.
Yes,
Or
it
fight.
keeps going.
Yeah. And the more you win, the more money you win because there's got to be some
Yes.
sort of cash prize.
But also, you
Yes.
might find love.
In the
But
date
also you
or
might
the
find love.
fight. You don't know.
or the fight, it's whatever you're
You have to
into.
decide, like, you meet someone really cool really early on and you're like, well, but I want the money, so I'm gonna fight them and hope that I get somebody cool later. I love this show idea.
Yes, date or
Mecca
fight.
has a character in mind. Don't worry.
Awesome. Discord
Happy
me.
birthday, Mecca.
Happy birthday,
Love you.
Mecca. You get a date or fight and the show Date or Fight. You get both.
Date or fight. And at some point in the future, maybe around the holidays, we're definitely gonna finally do Rock and Sock.
We're gonna start on level.
Yes.
Gonna do it at some point. I need to say that on stream so I actually
We're
make
gonna
this
do it.
happen. Anyway, all right. Thank you everyone out there for watching. We'll see you for all our shows that we've got throughout the week, and definitely see you all next week for our next episode. And until next time, good game and good night, internet.